GH, in partnership with Sammy Flex TV Production, comes your way with a great opportunity for new and up-and-coming artists, as well as already established independent artists, record labels, or talent managers. Packages include quality music video shoots and music promotion. We give you clean shots, better video quality, and the opportunity to promote you and your work across the globe. For more details and enquiries, call 0553 049 693 or 050 4323 640. Elevate GH and Sammy Flex TV Production. Everything for the culture.
Hello, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your number one, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you'll see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Tap
Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, so if you are someone like Kodokin who has suffered the bottle flipping challenge, I'm sure you'll be fighting for equality of your stomach. I don't know how the experience. People are laughing at you, pa. I've seen people are laughing at you, pa. They said you couldn't get it. They said you couldn't even get one down.
I was just acting.
Acting hard.
To make it look nice.
Oh, master.
Yeah, I was just acting to make it look nice.
So you mean you didn't want to eat them?
No, I was just acting. So that people are happy. I was just trying to entertain, so I was entertaining someone. Nice thing Friday, another one. Then you see proper game. I'll bring my A game there.
Yeah.
Then you see competition.
I see. Then how was Volta? You were there for the VGM experience. How was it?
Oh, it was like very, very exciting. I mean, people turned up and the show was very, very nice.
Okay.
Just that I was having certain reports from the home base artists from the region. Some of them were not happy at the time that they were given to perform. Some were also not happy about when they were called to perform and all of that. So it was
that was communicated to them before the event.
I want to believe because to my artist it was communicated. In fact, it's in every artist contract. If you will be given 5 minutes, they will tell you in the contract. If you are given 10 minutes, they will tell you in the contract. I want to believe they were also aware, but still some of them were peeved and I don't know what really their problem was.
I see. But in terms of appeal, audience appeal, and all, how did that?
So that one there was really exciting. I mean, the people were. I when I was going, I didn't expect that crowd
Okay.
because when on our way, I think 5-10 minutes to the whole town, it was raining heavily. At the point, we even have to park.
Ah,
Yeah, it was raining heavily because we are not even seeing the
yeah.
so we have to park and wait small and then continue the journey. But when we got to the time, though it was like the weather was wet,
Mhm.
people still came out in their numbers in the night and showed the whole park was full.
Wow.
It's very, very exciting.
And I heard they also sent along bloggers, media people, and all.
Yeah. I saw a lot of. I think I saw.
In fact, when I woke up and I saw they have called me like 1,000 times. So they sent me a message that they were calling me, but I was not ready to join their bus as a matter of fact.
Oh, no! So you had the message, but you were not ready to join them.
Yes, I was not ready to join their bus.
You wanted to drive to
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to come on my own, but to join
So
their
they
bus,
could have sorted you out.
they were not ready.
That was their problem. But they sorted artists out.
And that is artist.
So if you sort out the artist and then you want the show to be publicized, then what are you doing? You have to treat.
That's why they are busing you. They are busing you and other media people. Their priority is the artist, not you. Aha.
Song artists were also in the bus of the media people.
Aha. So their priority was the artist and not you. Me too. The time they were moving, that was not the time I wanted to move and all those things. But they left around 6, 7 a.m. that way. Me too. What time did I sleep? Do you want me to go? But it's all good. After all, some of our people were there. Those who agreed to go with them did. So maybe another time when it is very close to us, we also see how best we can go support it. Let me also say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor director of the show. You've heard from Kojo King. He's an artist. He's a pundit. You've heard from Nana Reagan. Nana Reagan is also the road manager of Wendy Shea, also a publicist, a journalist, and an event planner. And Roland Amate, your event publicist. He's also a talent manager and one of our pundits here. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome. And remember to subscribe to us if you've not done that. Also know that this platform is highly supported by TapTapSend. TapTapSend is an app on your phone. Just download it today and use the promo code SammyFlex to help you earn some more money so you can send it to Ghana and beyond. Let's do some 1 or 2 topics to look at before we run away from here. But Epixode has said something, and I want to get the opinion of my people on this, whether it is something because we are all related to artists one way or the other. Kojo himself an artist. I want to know whether it is something we should encourage as an industry or nobody should encourage that. Where Epixode has said that 80% of his gigs sometimes are not even money. Let me read the story briefly. I am reading from myjournalline.com. It says, Epixode has revealed in an interview on Joy Prime that he usually does not make monetary gains from shows. He usually does not make monetary gains from shows. The versatile Ghanaian musician told the host, Kwame Dazi, that a lot of the gigs come with benefits other than money. A lot of the gigs come with benefits other than money. 80% of the stuff, sometimes some of the negotiations you do don't come with money. Relationships are even sometimes bigger than the money. So looking at it from that perspective, I would say I have even gained more things that are even bigger than I have charged. He, however, said that since he released the Atia song, he has earned money more from his gigs than he did previously. And said now they are putting respect to it, but at least you have a team. At least you need to step out clean. That is what Epixode is telling us, that most of his shows he's played as an artist in his career did not come with money until he got the Atia song. Now they are putting money on him. From the beginning of the story, I was getting a different vibe. But when he said after Atia, they are now giving him money, then I said, okay, so what does it mean? That to them, before Atia, you did not have any musical value or what? So let me start this with you. And our time has beaten us. We have a few minutes to wrap up. So let's summarize our thoughts.
Yeah, I was kind of having no issue with him doing the first part of
Same
the
way, same
story.
here.
And the latter part, I was like, okay, so it wasn't the fact that you decided to play for free or for whatever gains because you wanted it, but they were forcing you to do that, or they didn't place any
Value.
premium or value on you. And if that is the case, then that would be wrong, because there are other benefits other than money in this game. So if they call you and whatever you are going to benefit, you feel like it is very good, it can equally replace the monetary value, then that is a good business, because we all know there are platforms that you can get other things. In the long run, it will bring money. And maybe that time they are not paying you, but you know that whatever you are benefit from it in the long run, it will turn into money. And so that is a good decision that every artist can make. As far as it is not affecting you, and in the long run, you won't come back and complain that, oh, because I wasn't taking money, and now it has affected me and I'm poor and all of that. Nobody can begrudge that decision. But getting to the latter part, said before until Atia, then they started paying me. It gives a different twist to the story. It's like a bit of contradictory and all of that. So meaning then they feel okay, you have a good a trending song or a big song.
So now they are placing value on it.
Now they are placing value. Then we can shoot back and say, was it that you weren't negotiating better? As in, when they call you before Atia, when they call you, you weren't speaking well, you weren't negotiating better. That is why they were also treating you that way, because they can always do that. They call you, oh, Charlie, bro, come and pass through for me and all of that. And if you are unable to also make a stance and let them know that, oh, Charlie, at least you have to put this on the table before I come. Yes, some of them will go away, but there are few ones who understand where you are also coming from. And through that, you'll be building it gradually. But if you play to their game whenever they call and you show up, knowing very well that they are not placing value on your talent, yes, that will be your decision to think, okay, let me forget about this. I'm getting other stuff. Maybe he had a plan to it, that maybe getting to this point, I know I will settle and all these things will stop. But the story doesn't correlate very well. It doesn't bring out the best of messages, because people can decide, oh, why do you play for free and all of that? But you know what you want to get. If maybe VGMA is giving you a platform and they are not paying you, you know that, okay, this platform is huge and I'm going to get mileage or whatever from it, connections and all of that. So it's a good decision. But if it were to be that they didn't place premium on your tax and they think other musicians deserve to be paid, but for you, come and do it for free, then as an artist, it might not be a good decision, because if you don't take care, they might put you into that corner for long. What if you didn't get that here? Were you going to be in that same situation for how long? So I agree with the first part, but the latter, it tells us a different story, meaning they weren't respecting his talent or whatever he had back then, because we know Epixode to be one of the most
great performance.
So regardless, he having a big song, whenever he mounts on the stage, he'll give you a very good show. So all these were, they didn't value the talent before Atia.
Nana, how about you? How did you also understand Episode's comment in that interview?
My understanding is a bit different. I think that before Atia, they did not place any value on him, and that is straight away. I mean, there's nothing wrong.
And how would that be like? Because even before Atia, Episode has been noted as one of the best performers we have in Ghana, and they were dealing with him on performance. So why were they not placing value on him before Atia?
Maybe they were not placing value on him before Atia, because when at that point you put artists together, because if you are going to put out a show, it's business, and you first look at how you can also get the numbers to make your profits. So if you put at that time the A-list artists together, like the artists in their prime at that time together, and you know you can afford artists A, B, C, D plus Episode, then you will go for, if those artists cannot give you what you are expecting, then you will go for those artists and will not really go for Episode. And don't we shouldn't forget that still at that time, Episode was also creating an awareness for himself.
Okay.
Whether somebody is giving you the platform for free or we're not paying, I am sure if you think you are going to waste a lot of money going to be on somebody's show and you will not get anything out of it, you will not go. None of these people that were not giving him cash first Episode to be on their shows. I am sure he also considered a lot of things, a lot of factors to say, okay, though they are not giving me cash, if I go, this is how I'm going to gain indirectly. So let me go and create that awareness. Let me go and announce myself. How did we even come to conclude that he's a good performer before Atia? How? It was because he has been on certain platforms for people to witness his performance and say, oh, people have experienced him and say, oh, this guy there, when he grabs the mic on stage, this is what he can do. So that is how he also sold himself and created that awareness, created an experience for the people. In fact, that has even come to where he's going to gain now. The reason why they will place more value on him now is all those things are part of the factors. Because now they are not only going to think about your hit song, which is Atia. They are going to think about what you can do as a performer when you get on stage and how you are going to wow the crowd, like how you are going to engage the crowd and all of that. They are going to put all those factors into place. So for me, I am looking at it both ways. One, Episode himself, what he was gaining at that time, and what the businessman who was also trying to put out events was also expecting from whatever events he puts out. So to me, I don't see it as disrespect. It is just business. And that maybe at that time you don't fit into the business.
Okay.
So you prove that okay, now
You are ready.
You are ready and you can fit into those things. That is why today people will pick phone and call you and straight away they want to put money value on you. Maybe before Atia, they will still be calling you, they will still be doing what they were doing with you. So once you've been able to prove that, okay, now I have, aside me being a good performer, I have songs that everybody is singing. So if you put me on, you are going to entertain you are going to get a lot of numbers and we are going to really entertain the crowd. Then if somebody is going to pick his phone to call you, he's going to call you because of the demand from the public.
Yeah, the demand on you.
Yes, the demand on you now. That is where they are going to get their motivations from. So maybe before, yes, we were enjoying him being on stage, but the demand was not there. The demand from the public to say, oh, we are going for a so and so event and this is the artist we want to see. This is the artist we want you guys to know. Sometimes people put flyers out there and say, guess or which artist should we even put on? And the public mention names. They will mention some names. So those names that they are mentioned, they should tell you the demand that has been placed on them. Maybe before Atia Episode didn't have that. Now, after Atia, he's getting it. It's part of his growth. It's part of the process. So he shouldn't feel disrespected about it. But I won't encourage it if you, the person, don't understand that procedure. One thing is, you, the artist, you should know where you are going, how you have to create awareness for yourself, how you want to create an experience with the public for your own brand before you can accept some of these deals. That, okay, we are not going to pay you, but we can give you the platform for like 30 minutes. Come and perform. And we should know that every growing artist needs some of these things. So if at that time they are giving you that, it shouldn't be like they are disrespecting you.
Well, I think you have also made a point. Yes, Ro, quick one.
Yes, I mean, I also don't see this as a disrespect because no matter how expensive your capital may be as a manufacturer or somebody who provides services, sometimes, unfortunately, it is the patrons or the public who will determine the market value you have or the value you have on the market. And sometimes it is unfortunate like that, if that's how I want to put it. It is unfortunate like that because, yes, you would think you've put in lots of effort and that people should see you in a certain light. But unfortunately, they
also have their value.
They have
their value they are considering.
Exactly. They have so many things they are considering and you may not fall into that particular scheme. So sometimes it is very difficult for them to measure you like that. But me, I am happy at least he is not sounding like he regretted the decisions he took. He's in doing some for better and doing some for free. Because you know that he's painted a picture of those circumstances or those instances helping his career. Because it is out of these platforms or those chances that he got that he was even able to negotiate better. Because negotiating better is not like doing it for free. It is getting something in return, but maybe not as indirect, like you get money from it, but something that will also give you a different result somewhere. So it is, I am very happy he's not painting the picture of you doing better as a bad business. And because there are so many conversations in the space where even up and coming artists who probably do not have that high market value will still be strong and say, if you don't give me this, you don't give me that, I am not coming, I am not doing it. Yes, you can't fault them. But when you take a critical look at some people's cases, you realize that they are taking bad decisions. They are making huge mistakes. Because maybe you can compare your life to when Shatta came, he was very strong-headed and he said, when you don't give him this, he will not appear. When you don't give him that, he will not appear. And he's been able to stay true to his word. He's been able to break through with it. But let's ask yourself, are you Shatta Wale? Are you Stoneboy? Are you Sarkodie? The kind of things they've been through, can you also go through that? Is your circumstance the same as that of theirs? No. Even the errors are different. Times are different. So yes, I am seeing this particular story as two sides. There was a period whereby his demand or market value was not that huge, whereby he also had to look sharp and make sure he was not being used. Because at that point, you can be used anyhow.
That's true.
And if you don't take care, you do and before you realize you didn't get anything in that instance. So the first one is at the point where his market value or his demand wasn't that high, he was able to negotiate right to get some few things. And now that he's been able to get something huge to leverage on, now people are putting some form of premium and respect on
him more.
It is good. Before I wrap up, we know that when it comes to events, there are some people that we use them to attract the numbers. There are some people who complement the ones that we use to attract the numbers. And there are some people who actually give the show. And all these people do not have the same value in terms of approaching them. It depends on how the promoter or the person approaching you sees you, or the market people see you. That is how they are going to approach you. So if they see you like somebody whom they want to use to attract the numbers, I'm sure they can break a few banks to get you.
Exactly.
If they see you like somebody that, they use you to enrich the show, that is, you are going to hold the fort, give them a very good show, a very good performer. They can either break some small banks or use some of these better to get you. If you are the complementing ones, then we can put you in the and many more categories, those that they are giving the platform. But in all these things, the final message is every position that you find yourself, you need to negotiate right, else you will be used.
And talking about value, is it Episode's team that were scouting for events for him at that time, or there were these investors or events planners calling
I can say both.
Episode to say we want to put you on? Because if it is the event planners calling to say I want to put you on, then you should place value on yourself.
Yeah, I get it.
To say I want this for it. But if you are the one scouting for events to be on shows, then
Regan, it's both. You know why it's both? Because some of the shows you need to make the call. And in making the call, you still, the moment you become the one to place the call, you reduce your leverage to some point. But
Your
still,
negotiation power comes down.
yes,
when
but
you call.
still, you need to be able to make sure you get something meaningful out of it.
Well, so I think all these are lessons for every performer, that you go through all the phases. Times that you not even get anything. Times that you just have to just show face. And in that time, or at that time, you are just marketing your face. Then you get to the reaping time where you start making some money. So Episode story is a good one just to motivate you. If maybe at the moment you're also watching us and the people are not paying, remember that time will come, they will pay. Released the song called Warning. When Medikal was saying warning. Everybody was expecting some responses from the other rappers. Looks like many of them are busy They have not responded to him yet. But Teephlow has given what we call reflections, and in reflections, it's like he was taking some 1 or 2 digs at Medikal, including portions where he said, if Medical's source of revenue is not what he makes us think, why is it that when people mention it that way, then he is angry? That is what Teephlow said in a portion of his verses somewhere, where he said, if so, if you know be so, then if for no more, and people talk say you be the browser, you be scammer or whatever, if for no more, because to you, you know it is not like that. Why are you angry then? If you've not listened, please pay attention and later listen to reflections. And I loved the new Teephlow though. I loved the new Teephlow, as a matter of fact, not necessarily like that wordplay. And this time he did more English bleh. And Charlie, American is all boom fine. American boom. When he say follow, they follow. Is man. Teephlow in America, yo. Medical is giving a response to this song, and according to Medical, Teephlow's like his tack on him on that particular thing of revenue, how he gets his money. He said those things are all not necessary. That is what he's saying. And I'm asking to let me video necessary. Well, let's listen to what Medical had said, and when we come back, we'll do the review. Do we even see reflections as a fit response to Medical's warning or not? Let's go check this out.
I won't collect money. Without money, we'll send them work. You get me? So if somebody like you, then you still they hate on me because they feel like maybe it could have been you or it should have been you. Bro. Nah, don't do that, bro. Oh, yes, I mean, sure, because me, I see, I'm like, oh, you still be senior man because you came in the game before I showed up. So I still will give you that, you know, you're a senior man. No lie. ABI, my name be chain, but still, I mean, who says still I will a senior man? Timen, yes, sir. Link me, oh, Medikal. Then I call Charlie, my engine way, and I said, oh, me person me way in your Charlie, young Richard and I engine way in video. Nafa Bosho, Nafa Jiska, Nenya streams, Nafa Yebi, Facing Dine, Fato Kabi, be comfortable. And my pressure for Uncle Shabu Tree will be our Phyllis said, will be our talent. And my pressure for my own fungus, young Uncle Shabu Chairman, Uncle Show be crying, as I am out do. No, don't do that. And that's why they talk say, maybe you go think say Medikal on the rap. Oh, just leave it. That was fast. Maybe you go think say, what about you? Maybe you go think say Medikal no the rap. No. Long story short, no be fuck Teephlow. No. I respect him. He be senior man. He came in the game before I came. But you see the fact that he's not trying to throw me the alley-oop or he's trying to see me like, yo, this guy come or bad in a rap now you come boom or come here me doctor me no. Oh. Don't talk like that, bro. Don't talk like that. And don't let it look like, yo, because of constructive rap be like I watched some video you say rap the who breaking it down. Why guys are breaking it down? Now motivational speaker. I mean talking about like there I just want to pour my heart out, bro. Who breaking it down saying someone him say Liverpool team no coach no Charlie do you galam say or boase no na so you obeso tie po keke bi o say wo ba e wala da wataf be ko low battery na me power bank da 99 still charging no it is how lampard ni up and crash we jai bobo lampard the jai bobo lampard stop the play ball. So just be realistic, be yourself, bro. Just do your thing and don't hate on the nigga cause the nigga is shining, bro, cause I'm fucking blessed and I put in work, bro. I put in so much work, they think I do something else to like make a living or to survive or to buy cars or build houses, bro. I don't sleep. That's my secret. My secret be hard work. I mean, if I did browse me, it is then I did jump, then tomorrow I did. Oh, me the fame self, I don't like them. That's why I catch some time. I did cover my face, I did wear mask because sometimes it a ball. I want to be able to go to here and see more, just stand there, Charlie smoke my thing, normal, but you know go feel even do them that way, bro. I don't do songs and saying that if something they confuse me so much. Bro, there's so much money in music. If you do the right thing, if you put out the right material, if you brand yourself well, you're gonna get paid, bro. You're gonna get paid. I always keep saying that. Yeah. Shout to G boys, shout to G boys, hard guys. They be street boys, so they know what going, they know what they talk. Yeah. So when they ask me for my accent, people don't know say me I stay in London. Me I stay in Brixton. Yeah, I stay in London from age 12 to 14, bro. Yeah, so sometimes they come in, but the accent be fresh off the boat small because yeah, man they Ghana. But I don't even like to claim that side. Yeah, Ghana boy, giddy back. Yeah. And then the media people, bro. You see the people in the media. Charlie, there are so many talents out there. Forget about the talents. There are so many people who are business minded. People who want to bring some, who want to exhibit something that can bring change or bring changes into people's lives. Because obi to me creative firm and our business and our corporation be a and you for nipa no pew and you from kofu bebre. Because me tell say be because you say I'm a app, be my software be a bit mama shopping we duane ne niam be online. What will happen? I will employ people. I will employ Obi Obe Peke course, customer care. I will employ Obi Obe service provider. I will employ Obi Obe checking your internet and making sure say we have the right thing. I will employ people who make delivery. So they have to, pay attention to the young people who have the ideas and not people who go on radio and with people that are, them are brand where they impersonate them, say they look like them. So make people buy forms and it will give you some income. No one no I say any panel. Then they entertain them. Then this presenter will entertain them. Then they interview them. They give them that platform. Years ago, me as Medikal, over 10 years ago, me call radio station, me radio station, me call on catch me say me for 500 cedis in bra. And some I interview. Fast forward, me team establish me hono. Obi abaso and me look alike on your platform for free. How does that make sense? And there are people who are talented, who just want to be heard and get some sponsors and get people who promote their music, bro. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Well, that was Medikal obviously responding to issues around him, including what Teephlow had said in his reflection song and the Lookalike Wahala. I know there another conversation. We'll come back to it on another day. But let's look at the beefing system, responses, and all. Ro, how did you also understand Medikal's statement or message to Teephlow?
Things say blues need be all yeah twa. Who say I'm not sure. Very well. Come on.
Elandia.
In Teephlow's reflection, he from the beginning he said say he had even recorded a reply for Medikal. But then because of season now he still had to do something, but he had to drop that one and bring this reflection. So to him, even the reflection is not a reply per se, but just that people were calling on him to respond to some issues, because even some people were attributing say in one of Medikal's lines said there was one of the rappers that he mentioned that came to his house and he dashed the rapper money, and people were attributing that line to Teephlow. So in that sense, the Teephlow also felt like okay, there was the need for him to come and respond to some of the issues, which he did in reflections. So to him, he is not a beggar. And the fact that he's been in the system for a long time, even before Medikal came. And Medikal in this statement said it, that yes, Teephlow is a big boy. He gives him that respect, that flowers. But then, just that when it comes to other dimensions of the craft, he's been able to like pass Teephlow.
Okay.
That is it. So I believe that Medikal has listened to the reflection song and has seen the need for him to also come and respond to some issues, because like you said, Teephlow also made mention of the fact that okay, if you think the music that you are doing is that huge, that lucrative, like you are claiming, why is it that when people attribute your source of wealth to other sources, then you vex? If you think really you are huge and your money is coming only from music and you don't have it, even if you have other businesses, then declare it. That is what Teephlow is saying. Even if there's nothing wrong with you coming out to say, oh, I am a musician. Shatta Wale is a musician. He has Shaggy, owns other its firms. He's declared it. It is in the public domain. So if you also think that okay, you also have other sources of income and you are not ashamed or shy or you are not scared.
Medikal is a partner too.
Shaggy, yes. And you are not like you are not so concerned about people knowing. Then declare it so that people will know that okay, this is your source of income. And that is what Medikal is. So yesterday I actually watched his live for quite some time, and I was listening to some of the words he was saying to the extent that at a point he was saying, Charlie, the music business is not as easy as people are seeing. It is taco.
Yeah.
Yes, you have
I
to.
even saw him there say sometimes he doesn't have anything
in his account. And these are all the punches that Teephlow raised in his reflection song. So sometimes it makes people wonder, okay, when you come out with the grills, with the everything, with the flashy lifestyle and all that, is it for like outside gentility, home cry kind of situation, or it is because you have it and you want to flaunt it? And I believe that whatever Teephlow said in his reflection is what has coupled with the lookalike thing is what has really gotten Medikal in that pains for him to come and respond. So yes, Teeflow's reflection, some people would not see it as huge because he did not come and say, maybe how you say, and now you say, and now you say. But when you listen to the flow very, very well, you realize that man did not come today, so but there were so many things that he touched on that has brought Medikal to come and speak.
See, then come through. How are you also taking Medikal's statement to Medikal? Sorry, to Teephlow, yes.
I mean, solid. The part where I felt like he's really sending a message out to the youth and not just Teephlow is when he said, when you have talent and you don't have to go and stay in US and watch over somebody's dogs before the person can pay. I mean, it might.
That's your favorite part.
Yes, it might come as insult or disrespect to anybody. That's I know. If you let me explain it. You see. Relax. You see, the thing I'm trying to say is the dreams or the visions of the youth shouldn't be about getting visas to travel to go and live in. Yes, I'm not from the message.
Okay, go.
It's not like
you are condemning travel.
Yes, or don't travel, or don't when you get the opportunity to travel, don't travel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your dream. There's a difference between Nana Reagan, I can pay for I can get you a visa to go to US and where that's different. You understand? And there's somebody who is sitting here not really putting in any much effort, but the dream and prayer point is I want to go and live in America. You understand? But you can also put in efforts here, do certain things, and you can still make ends where you can be traveling to America and not really go and hustle in America. You can go and come. You have your businesses running here. You go 2 weeks, you go and do other businesses there. You come back. So you'll be making money there. You'll be making money here. Rather than going to America, you go and live there. Maybe you don't even have papers. You have to use dubious means to get papers. Use other ways and means to get somebody to do papers for you, which in the future it might even bring you another problem or stress and all that.
The reason why I will still not be quiet for you to say, unless we are generalizing it, but if it is about Teephlow, then we'll be getting it wrong because we all know how Teephlow has struggled in this industry.
I mean, when as I said, it shouldn't be about Teephlow only. So I extended the whole conversation.
Okay. Because Medikal was talking to Teephlow.
Yes, I know.
But you are not
saying that. I like that point because I want to extend it. Like I want to
see the Nkramina Medikal kind. In Teeflow's early years in abroad, he was always seen with dogs.
Okay. No. Okay, so you are moving it from
Teephlow. Like it's a general thing that I'm.
Yes.
But if he has to come to Teephlow, then yes, I mean, looking at the hassle that he was like, what didn't Teephlow do? Medikal admitted that Teephlow was there before him. He's a rapper. He's also a rapper. So what did Medikal do to get into that commercial space where value was placed on him And what did Teephlow also not do? And he was still struggling to be where Medikal is today in our space. That has to, take him to US to go and survive there and all of that. So when you look at the factors, yes, Teephlow being in Ghana was really struggling. So if he will go and make it in America, whether he is going to even wash bowls or take care of somebody's dog, that is none of anybody's business. That is how he's going to survive. And it's very, very important. I've always been saying that in every environment where you find yourself, survive.
Survive, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Survive. So whether he's watching over somebody's dog to do best, that shouldn't be like your dream. Like when you're turning now, your dream and say, Charlie, the moment you get your chance now, you will not survive, you will not make it. You will make it on you will still not make it.
Yeah,
So don't make that a dream like I want to go to America and base there and I'll be making business. No. And
I think I've seen a Zion Fellas interview where a man is saying he's wasted about 32 years of his life.
A lot of them have stories like that.
35 years in Germany, yeah.
A lot of people have stories like that. That is, I don't know, yeah, of a bimu catch, I know, I say, John, maybe say, me of a can just say, I'm saying, I don't go. Well, I say, what they are telling us is the reality. Because we have not been there to have certain experience, Yeah, they have some there what happened. Any day you who need the accent, any day, yes, okay, that should be our dream. But if you look at the beef, I think Medikal responded well. I mean, his message.
But should he have responded this way? When it is a beef, why not go into the booth?
I wish that is my problem with him. I wish he would have done that on the beat, like so that maybe he just wants to address it once and for all. Our artists when they don't want to give you that space of a call recording you to come and record what you have and all of that. They will just do live or maybe just one tweet there and then they are done. They will not come back to the beef again. But I wish Medikal would have just entered the studio and put some of this deep message on the beat and then give it to everybody. Because it is something that if we should all like encourage, I mean, people will see the realities there, the realities here, what they have to do to prepare themselves, to prepare their minds. Because even your psychic, right? If you don't prepare your mind and the US too much, like the things that you see in on TV or in movies, or what Trinidad has been telling you, heaven is America is heaven. So you think when you get there, like everything is handle, you might be disappointed.
Okay.
Because maybe you might not go there and have the life like Jonas is having over there. You will struggle. So you feel like there are people who have had the chance to go there and they are crying to come back.
Yeah.
They want to come back and come and live in the hell.
Yeah.
So people should understand this thing, and Medikal should continue this beef.
I see.
You see the rap things. You see the rap thing is a bit down now for me. So this is an opportunity for the rappers to jump on beat again. So he should enter the studio after addressing it like this. He should enter the studio and then give Teephlow some lines. Teephlow will come back and give him some lines. I mean, I love when it comes to Teeflow's rap. Yeah, I'm a favorite fan. So
the reflections, personally, I loved the flow. So how about you? Come through. Before we look at the very last thing.
Yeah, to me, I'm not so impressed with the rappers that were mentioned that Medikal called out so far.
You're not impressed with them?
I'm not impressed with how they are reacting to this beef. As I said earlier, they are looking at what Medikal will gain and not what they themselves will benefit from the beef. That is a typical mindset of our people. When opportunity is presented for them to project themselves, they are looking at what the other person is. So people will be like, oh, he has an impending album, so he wants to create that person. Think of what you get. Somebody like Teephlow, you are not busy, and it's difficult for you to get the attention like that.
Yeah.
If it is not a song that has become like viral or become very big that everybody is talking about, it's hard that your name will come into the picture. And this is an opportunity presented to you for you to show what you can also do. You'll be up there, but still you are getting all the talkabilities. Yes, reflections is a response, but as to whether it's fit for what Medikal brought out. In my books, I wouldn't see it. He came out to express and tell people that he can rap with reflections. The style, the rap is dope. But as to whether it will be fit for that beef, every culture everything has its culture. There's a way it is done. If it is not done properly, it can be a response, but it wouldn't fit to pass for a beef song because there's a way you have to go about it. And there's a way if you are writing a song that you are not attacking anybody, it has a system that it goes through. So reflection is a response to Medikal because there are certain lines that you can put through and see that this is what he's talking about, like what Medikal has responded to. But I don't accept it. I think, as he said, he has a song there. He should bring that one for us to see. But not this one is a response that I don't see to be fit for what is happening. And I'm happy how Medikal reacted. This doesn't call for Medikal to enter into the booth because
Really?
of course
When we are doing a beef?
what he brought, as he speak, there hasn't been any hard response. Amradu came to sing his praise. And this one tweet is telling us he can rap. Teephlow is telling Medikal he can rap. He has the style, the wordplay and all of that with some subtle punches and all of that. So Medikal can't rush to the booth. He needs another. It will look like he's so desperate for the game. He should see that reaction from his colleagues, so that he will know, oh, they all want the betterment of their industry. Because if rap is active, it benefits everybody. Forget that Medikal started, whether it is to promote his album or not. Point is, we will be talking about the rap industry. Back and trying to think that. So I understand the part that Medikal was talking about. They always hitting him with his money and all of that. That conversation has been about, and he can't keep quiet. There are certain conversations when it is coming at you, you need to respond. And Strongman also hate him on that. Let's subtract your music money from your one of the episodes. And so you don't.
So why is there any time they want to hit at Medikal? That's what they want.
Rather than conversation now.
Before them, it has been there before them. People this thing has been there. People think the money that he talks about, and it starts from them. I remember way back in Class Effort when he was not even big. He told you he made 2 million CDs from errands or whatever, And so, based on your own conversations, the kind of things you say, then people will now try to probe. Okay, you boast of this, you boast of that. Okay, where are you getting the money from? Because we can add 1+1 and see maybe the number of shows you play in a year, the streams you are gathering on this digital space, and certain things, the businesses that maybe you own, and make projections that you are not supposed to earn this much, which is done. That is why the banks, when they see certain money in your account, they can track and see. So it starts from them. So that has been the conversation. So any other artist, when he is also dissing them, he uses money.
Okay.
Even in that round.
Like he's got money than them.
There was money, she's and all of that. So if you think you have money than me as an artist, and you are hitting at me, I also come back. Whether you see me as a poor mindset or whatever, yes, I also try and use something and also hit at you. But as he said, he's a hardworking artist. When people try to play down on when he wants to go commercial, do some raps that are very loose and relatable, fun type, and people see it as weakness. I sometimes don't get it because this game is all about smartness. You can think you have the talent, but if you are not smart, you still be playing second fiddle to others. So anybody who is smart and gets noticed, you need to respect that person. Why is it that we all have? You think you have more talent than me? We are in business. You think you are best. You are doing good business. You have the best of product, but nobody is noticing you. It tells you I am doing something probably you have not seen or you are not doing. Until you see that thing and people know that, oh, you have the best, before you can also make good business. So give respect to them if they are able to sustain. Medikal every year will have some songs banging, whether his own songs or songs that he has been featured on. And that is smartness. So if you think he's having other businesses, still musically the guy is on top. He'll be playing shows, he'll be playing gigs. So even if you think there's something dubious and all of that, yes, it still match up. If he were to be the other artist who is not having any bangers and all of that, probably he wouldn't have been here. So that is where the hard work is. The songs, he keeps churning out good songs that people love. So with the beef, if they want to come, they should come. And other than that, the response is good. They shouldn't warrant for a new song from the studio. Let's see if Eno will come and come hard. And if Teephlow is waiting to finish the fasting, fine. After the fasting, yes. After the fasting, release the other song you said it was hard, so that we open the beef.
Well, so we are still observing and waiting for what is likely to come next out of this beef. Teephlow, Medikal, Eno Baroni, and all those who are affected by the viral punches from Medikal's warning. And finally, before we run away from here, we are still talking about Lookalike and matters arising. For Keche, Joshua, he says, if you are caught behaving to look like any of his group members, he will beat you. Like straight. He says he is not going to do any media. No. Also, chills, oh yes, animana. A beating straight. Let's watch his video. When I come back, Shatta Wale has also spoken about it. We'll put together and do a final roundup in the game. We're looking at some of the latest happenings or latest statements about the Lookalike saga here in Ghana. Elsewhere, people are saying it is okay though. But here, Yenyantias, yes, sir. Let's watch it. I'll be right back.
So now just the Lookalike whatever. That means now they give them the online the dress Medikal the dress can promise. Hey, listen. Hey, if you look like Joshua, look like Andrew, look like Keche, Kabibia wanna kaho. If I see any Lookalike Keche, Joshua, who boy shows billion take some day, who you see me go and make no. And you will Keche brief about match with Gaubuta. So they gave me this, they insult us online. It's the money of them. Okay, no, you know, we create you, yes. You're telling us, you're not the money. But what the pen be say, and you must see, you enjoy boy you. Say, you go so bond, you must go to the abo shows. Make somebody use Keche, you can look at life for bobo shows. Make sure, go make brown, idiot.
So that was Keche Joshua. So Chua, a big brow. Now Shatta has also spoken. Though we have seen some one or two Shatta lookalikes, though they are not part of the gang. The gang of lookalikes. That the Shatta one is not part, and the Shatta one has really not qualified like this.
Yeah.
Look, that's an employee, sir. That's an employee, sir. The lookalike don't get data. I remember. Well, okay, listen to what Shatta Wale is also saying, and the Lookalike saga.
Charlie, you look like Impersonation. Oh, Charlie, you look like Medikal. Oh, Charlie, you look. And you people find yourselves, and all you can say is people should come and pick form and take 500 Ghana cedi for you impersonating somebody. How much they give the person where they look alike? You could look like them. How much they give out? You won't use somebody in. Hey, you won't use somebody in material. Hey, master, don't do that. Because they go feel write people letter and you see that you can promise the guy where you do the beard, you go cut off. You go look like Shefu. You go cut here, you go cut everything. You go change. You go change. They go law go right. You see law is not the human being. It is somebody with this. It is something. Law. People sit down with the build law. They go fit tell you go shape everything. The Kwame guy go crop everything. When they go call you Poncho. The other guy you go share Kwakute. Medikal guy go shake and go say Yaro. You know, they go clean with law. They can promise guy. I see some video you go do say if this one they take chop and if you want take form, massa. If people go talk form, those things matter. They go beat you for town. Me I tell you for point blank. You understand me? We dey street. Don't bring that nonsense thing out. That thing they need to bring can street. It be nonsense thing. Don't bring up. If you see we dey some show, don't come there and come do like you don't do like you won't perform like Kwame we go beat you, massa. The industry itself we dey inside. Nobody they support anybody like the musicians they support already. We no get any union, no copyright, nothing they go on for this country already. If we now with the hustle one hustle, that where we catch with one entertainment. Look alike. You think this is bringing us money? Like me, somebody like Shatta Wale there, no. If somebody say they look like me, I mean the person is my fan, but the person who will see because my fans they know who me I be. You know what I mean? Yes, you can take recently they watch some boy. They say it might look alike. Where they do some they go around, they say they share money and things, they in my convoy and things. Yeah, that is how I roll. It's okay, it ends there. But nobody say they say then the boy, then when I say make the help he say it they do massa. They say it might look alike. Where they do some they go around, they say they share money and things, they in my convoy and things. Yeah, that is how I roll. It's okay, it ends there.
Well, so that looks like conversation. I'm sure we've come this far. Latest is also that some lawyers, some legal brains have also advised us that at the moment, if you are caught doing something illegal, something out of contract with these lookalikes, then you can even go to jail, spend like 10 years or 20 years if you are found guilty of the law. So many lawyers have spoken about this. At least latest is lawyer Samson Adenini or say Ade. That name always beats me. Samson Adeleni or Adeni, something like that. I'll get the right name and pronounce it well for you later on the show. So these are some of it. And again, in another interview on Kesben TV, maybe my producer will get that video later and we'll show it. The guys have also agreed that now they are not going to perform anybody's song again. They were on Kojo Preko Dankwa's program on Kesben FM, Kesben TV. And they are saying that now they are not going to play any artist song on any stage again. Yejai, and that's what I want you to do. Kojo, we are wrapping up. So put together, speak like for some 4 minutes and let's run away. Our time is up.
Okay. Yeah. It's good the artists are coming
Oh,
out.
let me also add this. Bongo Ideas thinks that Keche should stop talking, but nobody would want to be like them. They only do that to successful artists.
Nonsense. Nonsense speech.
Bongo Ideas. Aha. Go ahead, though.
It's good the artists are coming out.
Yes, me too. I think now we know their position. At least we know.
Exactly, because we all know our system is not well structured. And if you leave it to, let's say, like the media to make sure that they filter some of this, it will never happen because we all know the conversation now. You don't control what the media do or what they seem as news to them.
Right, yeah.
And what they do, it is in a way validating the guys. So we all know for an upcoming artist to get certain platform to project their works, we all know what they go through. And so for these guys having it on a silver platter like that, they haven't put in any too much work. We all know when people put in hard work and they are they are flying on these media platforms. Their issue is they look alike people, branded themselves, team up together, and they are trending. What is the substance? They hasn't given us enough substance for them to warrant that energy and the film they are getting from it. So artists can now come out and tell them, hey, we don't like this. Knowing how our system is, when they are live, last night I saw the medical guy on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like 500 people
Yeah.
online.
Medical guy.
Yes.
There are musicians, full blown out musicians, who will go live and wouldn't get that numbers.
Yeah.
So you think it is a joke.
Many of them.
Before you realize these guys are institutions. As to whether the awareness and the perception cannot be changed. Because whenever they come live, still you feel like, oh, this is medical lookalike. They can change their name, whatever. But still, when you see them, that image will be printed into people. I posted when Medikal issued a statement at who I posted, come and see how people are insulting him. Too known. What is this? Like he's saying that, hey, people are doing this, they are impersonators, and you can be yourself. You can be more than me. Don't feel like you want to be like me. You can be more than me and advise
People are rather insulting him.
People are rather insulting him. And that is the danger. Some people support it. People send them money. People send them gifts. So if you want to allow this to work, there will be a time that and this is Ghana now. Ghana is big. If the person is at Sapin, place, would you know? You would never know until maybe somebody posts it on social media. You will never know. So that is how serious this issue is. So I'm happy they are coming to fight for themselves. Yes, the attention you are getting it, they don't care about it. Whether Shatta Wale will talk about it for you to get more attention, yes. The point is they are not happy about it. And now that they have registered their displeasure, it means if you carry it on, then you know you are ready for whatever action that can be taken against you. And so I'm happy. I want the rest to also come out, especially those who are the four kings. Anyone that is related to them, they should come out and speak. So that if some of us who also are not so happy about it, when we are talking, we know that, okay, because the Kim Promise guy said Kim Promise bought him a phone.
Yeah.
So indirectly or directly, it means he's happy. So if you are criticizing the guy, it's like the person who he's imitating is, happy for that.
He's not complaining.
Yes. I think they didn't manage it well. The lookalike guys, they didn't manage the situation well.
As in the celebrities or what?
No, the guys.
Okay.
They didn't manage it well. It started like a joke. People were happy. They were making fun of it and all of that. But certain comments and how you position yourself, things like you have to register. We will pay money and register to be part of the Lookalike Association. We are doing this for life. It is our livelihood and all of that. You don't make some of these utterances to the point that when artists come out and complain, you also come back live and also talk back at them. So it tells you how serious the thing is. It tells you if we don't have to wait for something bad to happen. It is clear that if this thing is not kept, the future wouldn't look good. So with all the strength and everything they need to do, now with them, they have the mileage. Everybody knows them now. Oneness. And put an end to what the complaints are. People don't like it and all of that. And if really you are that talented or you have something within you, let the world see it. Because it goes beyond the fame and the attention you have. You can get the attention, but what you do with the attention is what is important. So what are they bringing us next? As they have all agreed that, yes, they have seen they have done some things wrong. So they want to move on to the next level. The medical guy was like, he's trying to change his name on them, but I think it will take some time for it to reflect. So most of them has done it already. and you wouldn't go out performing their songs. But now what next? So that we don't have depression cases and all of that. Was you see yourself as a star, a superstar. You are famous. Now the other things that comes with fame and all of that, you have it. Even your mental psychology and all of that. Are you aware of where you are positioning yourself? Because the media, and one thing they should know that the media, they are also cashing out.
Yeah.
The media are cashing out. I saw one program that ordinarily wouldn't get 40 people on live. When they went there, it was around 900 and something, almost 1K active viewers. So any media house in our current dispensation will use you after. Tell me when you release a song, they will you get the same platform for them. When you have your song, I want to come and promote my song. You will see.
I see. Nana, wrap up. Wrap up for me.
Well, I'm a bit worried about how the media is going about this whole thing, especially with
The media,
yeah, the engagement they have with some of these people, because like MDK was rightly saying, I'm a promoter, I promote artists. Sometimes you spend between 50 to 70 Ghana cedis to promote a talent.
I mean, 1,000.
70,000.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. 70, I mean 70,000, 50,000, 80,000 to promote an artist, and you have some of these same platforms that demand huge sums of money from you to promote talents, giving these same platforms to people with zero talents and are just, trying to eat from people's images and names. And you ask yourself, like, where are we going as a country? Where are we going as creative people? Where is the direction? Because even if you want trends, like Ojo was saying, like you didn't have the numbers, but when you put these people on, you have like 900 active live viewers and all of that. If that is what you want to get, if we have a drive or there is a deliberate agenda to push our creative space to some standard or anywhere, you will still get that trend, but at the end of the day, you'll be achieving a positive agenda for the whole space. But if you want to think about just yourself, because you just want the numbers, you are not thinking about the artists, the people involved, and then you just put these people on validating whatever thing they are doing, then it's really a danger to the career of these artists
And to the industry
and
as
to
well.
the industry, and it is so bad. I mean, it is so bad from the way the media are reacting to this whole thing, and I wish that they will look at it again, because the media platform should be correcting some of these things. I mean, they should be pushing the agenda to educate these guys where they will know the limits to whatever the activities they want to use their lookalikes features to do and what not to do, than to give them platform for them to like promote them, validate what they are doing, and then you'll be engaging in conversations where they will be telling you, if you don't come and pay 500, you can't be part of us and all of that. You think they are just saying it for you to laugh, for you to get your numbers. There will be victims. There will be people somewhere who are willing to pay the 500 and be part of these people, because they also want the numbers and the fame these people are enjoying. And another sad part is that, you see, our artists, our celebrities, sometimes when they see people chasing fame like this, they get so sad, because they themselves, some of them, they wish they didn't even get the fame.
Yeah, Medikal mentioned it.
Yeah. They wish they don't have the fame. So when they see people like, desperately chasing a fame and all, they get so sad. Like, what do you want to achieve? Especially when you're chasing the fame, and you will not get
Without any
you
substance.
yeah, you will not make anything out of it. At the end of it, if we don't take some of these young guys will become charity cases for us to go and say, oh, this was a guy that came out and he looked like Mr. Drew. He is dying. So if Mr. Drew don't act like, say, oh, let me go and donate, let me go and give something to the boy, it will come back to him again, and people, the public, will see him as some evil person, because akwa about nya fame no yesi osel Mr. Drew no kra yesi oyare owu kra when timi and donate. And people can come, Ghanaians that I know will come hard at you, say Obapo. They will make you feel like you have that responsibility to do that. And I did when I hear so where people can engage lawyers, they know. Some there's nothing wrong. In fact, I will not fault these guys for looking like Kwame Eugene or any other celebrity. It is not their fault. But know your limit. Know where you want to make jokes and where not to make jokes. You cannot tell me you there. Wedding. I say, yes, say if they can't afford the main act, they will use the alternatives that they have, which is the lookalikes, and then you will be taking money. Even if you are collecting one CD from somebody's birthday, from somebody, you are still eating from somebody's sweat. And that is illegal. It is very, very illegal. Yeah, so what we do now, we are Kwame Eugene now, kita mic now to you wedding, and now, your mouth fans, if you are near more, maybe 500 Ghana be shown. You are making commercial use of whatever they have.
Yeah.
And that is crime. So the media should be able to engage and educate these guys on some of these things. Or bit TikTok. Oh no, yes, there's one other lady I've seen who, in fact, on the comment now, so people are saying, you look like Wendy Shea. You look like Wendy Shea. Yeah, you look like Wendy. And the guys, you see the resemblance there. He's just what she's doing is that
When I say make the help he say it they do massa.
And that is a win-win situation.
Yeah,
to my
that's
understanding. Because you
like
the lookalike will be getting numbers for your TikTok account.
You also promote.
Whatever. You are also promoting the artist. So it's a win-win where it becomes like they are not directly doing anything to benefit the artist, but because we look like and we can create commercial avenues for ourselves. So let's go here. Let's go and say this. Let's create an association. Who even registered that association in the first place? And then you say people should come and buy forms. And you were sitting in front of people, learned people, and they were not very, very like say informed. They felt like we don't have any responsibility to tell you guys that what you are doing is wrong. We all have that responsibility. Because at the end of the day, if any of these artists and people claim say they look like them, if their activities comes to affect these celebrities, you think it's a done deal for you? No, it will affect you indirectly. So let's try to protect these guys and let these lookalikes also know that Charlie, yes, Nyamia almost says Sammy Flex there, but who to me fast Sammy Flex in Abuya restaurant
oh yes, Sammy Flex, yeah, more than
so I say like things you don't have to do. And I am happy. The last time I was on Kasapa, I was saying that these artists should come out and speak and at least make certain things clear so that the lookalikes. You see that now they are saying that we won't sing your songs again. Let them understand. Let them know what they can do and what they cannot do. Because some of them they are just doing this thing based on ignorance. They don't even know. But the late Lumba Junior and Daddy Lumba, Anoche skills. It's a case study for some of these young guys too. It's not as if because Anoche, brought the case home and then there were apologies and all of that and he went scot-free. You also go scot-free when you get yourself in such situation. Maybe now then when you'll be a more patch around now. So be careful. It's a serious thing they are doing and the laws doesn't play with it at all. So they should be very, very careful. Today somebody will do it and might walk freely. You will go and do it, you will not walk freely because you don't know whose character or image you are going to use to play. So they should be careful. And I mean, the media should come again. The way they are going about this thing, it is so wrong.
Well, Ro, quick one. Just 4 minutes and let's run away. Our time is up.
I think I will also use this opportunity to commend the media houses who have been able to use their avenues to not to give like I am not looking at the validation side of it, but also the educational side of it, because it is out of these collabs that these guys have been able to realize certain mistakes they were doing. Most of them were doing it ignorantly. Yes, we might think that they are getting it is a huge validation when you bring them on traditional platforms and all that, or when you give them certain platforms. But it is also out of these platforms that most of them have been educated now. and the education will go far, because at the end of the day, they are sitting on these platforms and their audience is wide. And even if there's somebody out there who is probably not in the studio, but is also thinking like them or doing things the way they are doing,
So pick cues
they
from
will
it.
also pick cues from it.
Mm.
So it is not as bad or as dark as some people are making it. Yes, some media houses did not do justice to the whole situation. In fact, they were rather looking at the validation and the cashing in bit of it rather than doing it to save the situation.
Okay.
So yes, I will commend the ones that have been able to do it. Me last week I said this, that brand conflicting and impersonation, these two things, you don't need you don't need rocket science to hold these guys. And it's just simple. You can't tell me they are just doing things on their own. The moment you realize somebody's brand is conflicting with yours and it is affecting you negatively, just get a witness, get a case study, a proper case study, make your case, clear the person off. It's as simple as that. Coachella ni Afrochella man fe ndi omo. It's very simple. The moment you realize somebody's brand is conflicting with yours and you are rather more established, you have a good case. Just clear the person of where near BB Chinchin. Me, one person that now said me mobile power was Kwame MP. You remember last week? I mean, besides a video of Kwame MP, no boy. And when he show, there was one that also appeared on 60 Fear set when 60 Fear was performing.
I remember.
Later on, dragging the boy. The headlines that came out of that particular incident, was Kwame MP sacked on when he's share stage. That headline is on the internet.
Wow.
Yes, and you see the unfortunate Kwame MP more, and they say recently the appearance that the guy made at a certain SHS school, Bina and performing. MP was booked for that show. Yes. That's what he said. He said he was booked for that show.
Come not mention it on
United Showbiz. So the guy went ahead of him. So it was later. So the guy did not spend much time there. He did about 5-10 minutes and left. And the people were angry. The fans were angry. Say, like your Geo Musica and the Kwame MP did not say. So it was after he got there that he realized this was the situation. And that is the
but this one there, you just go.
Exactly my point.
So he was built for a show. The guy knew about it.
Yes, and
went there, paraded himself as Kwame,
and he had
performed for some few minutes.
He had people.
So he beat all of them.
Oh, Ethiopia. Oh, Ethiopia.
No, so you see this one, he's against the law.
This
one Kwame should not complain.
Simple cry. You see, yes, it is not your fault for you to look like somebody. In fact, it is not anybody's fault. But
me that I look like Kufo, I'm still here.
You look like who?
Kufo.
Which of the Kufo?
Edward Kufo.
Okay.
It is not anybody's fault for you to look like somebody. But then, if you are smart, you will be able to create a win-win situation and find a niche for yourself to even use that person to throw more light on what you're doing. You see these guys, if are smart and come on social media and one the America say traditional media no it is not all that dark, is because Senka traditional media at a point decided, okay, we a social media online idea, let's leave them. Forgetting said the online also now carries some lot of huge power. And these guys, you see what the Kwame MP guy did? And underground. And I think
discussed it.
Oh yes,
but inviting them.
But you see, now
I said it earlier that on this platform we saw this coming long time.
Look at time I yesterday discussing how Lookalike need changes win. Still, they did not even they weren't able to get education.
The industry never saw it.
No. And now, Afia and Son some of the flaws in what they are doing. So yes, the celebrities, they should come out and speak, so it doesn't look like we are crying more than they believe. Because Lookalike for us, look sharp, too much.
Well, in this industry, sometimes when you don't tell people what you are, and those who don't put value on you, they try to underrate you. This whole lookalike thing on this platform, we saw it coming. We saw it coming. It started small.
2 videos of it.
Ah,
Talking like 2 years ago.
we saw it coming. We started talking about it. But Rebecca said, "You're not kind. Forget it. This platform. And forget it. And then I just no. I just and I just bueno, no, thank you to Nana Reagan, thank you to Coach O'Keefe, thank you to Roland Amate, and to Digital Rasta, Carissa Camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you in our next video, but someone that on this platform, they are the soothsayers of the industry. Wait for it. My name is Sammy Flex. We are out of here.